I heard someone the other day, and they said, if you start a sentence with the phrase, I'm not gay, but, it means you're gay. And here's the thing, I'm not gay, but I have hooked up with a lot of men. That's how I know I'm not gay. It's called self-discovery and exploration. I believe in therapy they call it doing the work. But you'll hear a lot of straight men, from time to time they'll go, I wish I was gay. And it's like, well, you could always just try. You know? In my opinion, wishes are for orphans and Disney princesses. Tom Brady didn't sit around wishing to win a Super Bowl. Elton John didn't sit around wishing to win a Grammy. They tried. So get out there, slap some dick, put your back into it. See where things take you. You know, I know you all want to be kings, but queens are royalty too. You know, and if you think about it from a historical perspective, like most famous monarchs out there, like Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria, right? Catherine the Great, all queens. And I get technically they were women, but we have the science and we have the technology, so maybe there's something else you can try as well. Oh, the places you will go. I do want to be fair, you know, because I will say there are very few things sadder than a twink on his knees jerking off your soft cock and looking up at you with crestfallen eyes. And you're just kind of stuck there, being like, well, sorry buddy, I wish I was gay. I don't really enjoy hooking up with men, for the most part. Like, one of the things is I'm big into kissing, if you guys couldn't tell. And men are terrible kissers. Because why does it feel like your tongue is trying to siege a castle right now? I'm here for a little romance and intimacy, and here you are reliving choice scenes from Lord of the Rings. You know, but I'd do it. I mean, I'd just be sitting there and it's like, this seems super important to you right now. And I have low self-esteem. You know, I need to feel pretty to fill in this hole in my heart. And God damn it if you're not doing your best. There is one man I really wish I'd tried with, though. He was this gorgeous Navajo man I used to flirt with when I was a bartender. Stunning. He had this long, black, luxurious black hair, you know, that you just wanted to wrap yourself up in. He had a face that made you believe in God. He was tall. Which I get it, ladies. Daddy doesn't fuck with anybody under 6 feet either. Makes a difference. I just want to say, Cameron, if you're out there, I know it's too late for us. But I think of you often, and I think of you fondly. God, I want to fuck that man so bad. I told some people about Cameron. And they're like, well, have you ever considered that maybe you're bi? And I was like, no, that's impossible because I never talk about it. You know, because as I'm sure most of us know, the first rule of being bi is that you inject the fact that you are bi in every conversation as many times as possible. You can always see the wheels spinning in their head too, just sitting there like, well, it's been 2 minutes. I don't know if they remember that I'm bisexual. And you hear bi people complain a lot about feeling invisible in the LGBTQ community. And maybe they aren't seen, but we sure as fuck hear you. I hate my job. I'm a customer success manager at a tech company. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what that is, it's a client-facing role. And what I do is I have Zoom meetings with our company's clients. And how these Zoom meetings go is we schedule a time, I hop on, they hop on, cameras on, they're professionals. And then they pull down their pants, revealing a throbbing erection. They then take said erection and they somehow push it through their camera, out of my camera, and into my mouth. And then for the duration of the meeting, they begin continuously ejaculating. Just pints and pints and pints of cum. These small business owners, they have a lot of cum in them. So much, you know, like by the end of the meeting, it's like, you know how they describe Santa as having a belly like a bowl full of jelly? It's like that for me too. But it's not jelly. It's cum. Business cum, to be more technical. These meetings, they typically go on for about a half hour. Sometimes until I've run out of tears. Whichever comes first. And then they'll pull their dick out of my mouth, back through my camera to theirs, put it back in their pants. And I'll go, wow, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate you doing this. I know you guys are very busy, so it means a lot that you can make the time. If possible, I think we could stand to do this again next Wednesday for 15 minutes. That's not the entirety of my job. I then have to go talk to my boss after this, and I have to be like, hey, boss, their cum tasted really angry today. And he goes, well, you need to document why their cum tasted so angry. So I have to go into our, little CRM and be like, tasted like a lack of return on investment. Tastes like overpromised and underdelivered. Asparagus. Sometimes they pee in your mouth a little. I'll leave you on this. I had a challenging 2025. I think a lot of us did. And I told a friend of mine, I was like, I want to kill myself. And he goes, that's just the bipolar depression talking. And I was like, yes, that is exactly how chronic illnesses work. I'm glad we're on the same page there. But I didn't like it. It felt very condescending. Like if there was someone in a wheelchair complaining about how they'll never walk again, you wouldn't go up to them and be like, "Ah, that's just the severed spinal cord talking." People might think you're an asshole. And that's where I thank you guys so much.